Hello again, everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Fox, a Cessna flight training device that I built here at home. It is the 21st of October 2022, and gonna go for the I-7 rating on Pilot Edge. WestJet, hello, welcome, happy to have you, buddy. Hope you've had a good couple days since we flew on Tuesday. So we're going to be taking off from the ground at John Wayne. I'm going to be flying IFR to Catalina. Avalon, Alpha, Victor, X-Ray. Let's take a look at our route. Going to be departing out of John Wayne, heading to the SLI VOR. And then following that V21 down to the Sierra X-Ray Charlie VOR for the approach. And we are going to be using the DME-B approach. Good to hear that, WestJet. My week has been pretty good so far as well. Thank you for asking. So let's take a look at this VOR DME approach. It's got a course reversal on it. There is not a no procedure turn, so we're going to be doing a procedure turn and on the outbound no lower than 3400 and no lower than 2300 on the inbound. On Tuesday we did our Wings IFR 6 on VATSIM, which is sort of the same type of scenario. Where we would get a controlled departure and essentially an uncontrolled approach and landing. Spundot, hello, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good week thus far. Happy Friday. Yeah, it's kind of the same type of ordeal we did on Tuesday on VATSIM, only the difference being instead of a precision approach, this is going to be a non-precision approach using the VOR and DME. It should be straightforward. I think we've learned enough. I think I've learned enough. Together we've learned enough to accomplish this rating. Looking at the route, there wasn't any sort of special departure. So what we will do is see what ATC wants us to do once we connect there. So again, we're going to be departing IFR out of John Wayne and heading to Avalon. Weather-wise, it's VMC conditions, but we are going to be flying IFR. Spunda, happy to hear you're doing good, and welcome, by the way. So that's kind of our plan for this evening. It's a relatively short flight, but between getting clearance and actual IFR routes versus direct, it may take us a little longer. So we'll just see how it goes. Going to be using X-Plane 12. We're going to be in my custom Peterson Katmai 182, and we're slant golf. Alright, enough chit chat. I will see you all over at the aircraft in just a couple minutes. We're not too far away. We're over at the West GA ramps, so I will see you there shortly. Alright, hello everyone. I see you found the aircraft. Welcome aboard. Hope it wasn't a terribly long walk for you. It has been a couple of days since we've flown, so we're going to spend a little bit more time on our pre-flight inspection and walk around. And we are going to be doing a virtual walk around, so let's just exit the aircraft. Okay, let's take a look here at... Alright, tires look good, they don't look too flat. Alright, our elevator's functional there, rear elevator. Canard elevator seems to be working just fine. Alright. Same on the right side. And we can visually see our ailerons. Okay. Alright, so all of our flight controls and surfaces seem to be working fine and looking good. Our tires look good. You know, it's kind of hard to do a brake inspection. Look at the pads and rotors with those big bush tires on it, but we're just going to assume they're good for the time being. Today, 2 years ago today actually, I had to say my final farewell to my daughter. So she rides with me everywhere I go. So I'm just going to take a minute here. So I do want to thank everyone for coming in. Again, we're going to be on the I-7 rating on the Pilot Edge network. And going to give it a go. Alright, first things first. Let's ensure that we can go ahead and connect to Pilot Edge. Our plugins and everything should be fine. Connect. Type 182. And type 182, Charlie 182.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
Alright, so we do have a good established connection to Pilot Edge. Let's get this bird started up. Get my seat scooted up here so I can reach the flight controls. We do need to check weight and balance in our fuel. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay. You and I on board with our gear. Fuel, let's go ahead and put both wings at 3/4. Gives us about 7 hours of flight time. And we'll apply those changes. Alright. Both wings are 3/4 fuel. We'll check that here in just a minute on our fuel gauge when we turn the master on. And let me back that up. We're not going to check that with the fuel gauge. In my own personal opinion, the fuel gauge is actually the most accurate when it's empty. Um, okay. Checklist. Let's ensure we have the appropriate checklist. 182, that is the appropriate checklist. We are going to need to grab a new sheet of paper. Okay. John Wayne. Let's get our information here at John Wayne. It is 126.0. Delivery 118. Let's see. Secondary 118.0 for clearance delivery. Ground 120.8. Tower. We're not going to know exactly which one yet until we know which runway, but we'll jot them both down. 119.9er, 126.8, and that's 02 left and 20 right on 126.8. Alright, we've got our, let's see, tower departure frequency they'll probably give me. Okay. The SLI VOR, what's that frequency there? Of course my plate's in the way. 115.7 for the Seal Beach VOR. Okay, I think that's all we're going to need to get up in the air. We're going to be on Unicom once ATC releases us on our approach. And we may as well just go ahead and jot down their Unicom. Probably 122.7. And while we're here, let's go ahead and get down our Sierra X-Ray Charlie, our Catalina VOR frequency. 114.15. Hopefully that works in X-Plane 12. Let's get started up. Okay, throughout the duration of the flight, please go ahead and keep your seat belt on. Okay. 1557.3 on the hubs. And 36.1 on the tech. Okay, circuit breakers all in, alternate static is in. Okay, seat track, we are scooted up here, avionics are off, our autopilot's off.
cowl flaps, get those open. Throttle's quarter. Prop is high, mixture's lean currently. Foot brakes are on. Clear prop. Looks clear on the left, looks clear on the right, and clear in front. Master's going on. Beacon's going on. And we're ready to start the mags up. Mixture's going to full rich. Mags to start. Alright, do have engine rotation. Oil pressure is in the green. WestJet, I did. It showed up in my Beta 8. I haven't messed around with it at all yet, but it is there. It looks pretty cool. Fully electric, no runway needed, no fuel needed. But, yep, I sure did. That is definitely a neat concept. Okay. Oil pressure's good. We're gonna wait for our oil temperature to come up a bit. Let's turn our landing light on for safety. Our mixture's where we need it. Let's lean it out just a little bit. While we're here on the ground. Okay, I'll get my seatbelt on in just a minute, and we'll move right along to our pre-taxi checklist. Not gonna worry about heat, it's pretty warm right now. Let's get our avionics on. Weather's gonna be good to have. 126.0. Actually, let's try it on COM 2. 126.0.
It's delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
Temperature 24. Dew point 14.
John Wayne Airport. ATIS information November. 0053 Zulu. Wind 190 and 9er. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 1,200. Few clouds at 2,000. Temperature 22. Dew point 16. Altimeter 2983. Arriving and departing runways 20 left, 20 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
November is current, and it almost sounds like we got a duplicate ATIS there for a minute. Like the X-Plane ATIS had to finish its spiel. So we had a little bit of a duplicate there initially. So I'm assuming that the one we actually wrote down was from Pilot Edge, and that's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need information November. Alright, let us file our flight plan. Alright, IFR November 8033 Foxtrot, type 182. Slant Gulf. What is it at here? True airspeed, we'll just say 120. Departure location, Kilo Sierra November Alpha. Kilo Sierra Kilo Alpha Victor X-ray. Cruising altitude, what did I figure? 6,000? Yeah, that's what I figured, 6,000. Do we even have an alternate option? Not even gonna put an alternate on that in there. Route of flight, we're gonna be going SLI. Then Victor 26, and then ABX. Is that right? Victor 21. No. SLI. Victor 21. Sierra X-ray Charlie. AVX is going to be our destination. Sierra X-ray Charlie is the identifier for the VOR. Remarks? Thank you. Not using custom weather, we are using real world weather, as I generally always try and do. Going for the I-7 rating. Make sure everything looks good. Aircraft type is good. Equipment code is good. We are not heavy. Arrival is good. Departure is good. Airspeed looks good. Cruising altitude 6,000. That looks good. Route of flight looks good. Alright, let's file this flight plan. Let's get our transponder on, get our altimeter set, which gave us 2983. Does that match our field elevation? Close enough. I'd say we got some fairly accurate weather information. Okay. Our oil temperature has come up. Our oil pressure is looking good. We are ready to go ahead and call for our IFR clearance. But before we do that, I do need to step out for just a moment and check something. Let me lean out while we're on the ground here. Parking brake is on, and I will be right back. Alright, I do want to apologize about that short absence there. I'm getting my seatbelt on, tighten it up. Okay. Alright, clearance is on 118.0. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get ground on standby while my hand's up here on 120.8.
Amarillo clearance, November 210 Whiskey at King Air Slant Golf. Would like to pick up an IFR clearance.
And actually what I'm gonna do is a radio check.
Camarillo ground.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more thing. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. I need to do. There's a push-to-talk difference in assignment difference between Pilot Edge and VATSIM, so I do have to change that control profile. But we should be good to go now. We'll do a radio check, and we'll move everything that keeps hitting the button to change the view. Alright. Hello, honey. Hope your work day went well. We're getting ready to go on our I-7 rating. Pilot Edge, IFR from John Wayne to Avalon, Catalina. Radio check. Oh, make sure COM 2 is active. Radio check. Audio. Radio check. Okay, that sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where was I at here? Clearance.
Clear to Santa Barbara Airport. After departure, fly heading 275. Radar vectors Ventura 282 radial to Quang, direct. Maintain 4000. Departure frequency 124.7, 125411.
Your Whiskey is cleared to the Santa Barbara Airport, heading 275. Radar vectors to the Ventura. VOR didn't catch the radio. Quang, direct 4000, 124.7, 5411.
02 Whiskey is Ventura 282 radio to Quang. That's 3 back, correct?
Okay, Ventura 282 radio to Quang. Thanks, Your Whiskey.
Walker 2892, taxi to Terminal V Alpha, monitor ground, have a wonderful night.
Alpha 1 to ground, you do the same, Walker 292.
Okay, approach 900 Bravo, established on the El Monte VOR Alpha approach at flight.
Services are terminated, contact El Monte Tower 121.2.
Over to tower 21.2, 9200 Bravo, thanks. El Monte Tower, Sky 9200 Bravo, coming in on the VOR Alpha approach.
9200 Bravo, El Monte Tower, join the left base for runway 19 and report 3 miles out.
Left base for 19er and we'll report 3 miles out, 9200 Bravo.
Good evening, Las Vegas ground, Allegiant 383, ramp hold 21 with Echo ready taxi.
Your 202 Whiskey, runway 26, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha.
26 via Foxtrot and Alpha, Zero Whiskey.
John Wayne clearance, November 8033 Foxtrot, request the I-7 rating, IFR to Catalina, 8th November.
07 Romeo Victor, confirm your heading after Oceanside with 080.
Turning 080527 Norfolk.
Alright, 8033 Foxtrot downlink clearance, clear to Catalina Airport. After departure, fly heading 210, radar vector still beach as filed. Maintain 2000, expect 4010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 6457.
Clear the Catalina Airport after departure, heading 210, and then radar vectors SLI, then as filed, flight 2, expect 4 after 10, 128.1, 6457, November 8033 Foxtrot.
33 Foxtrot, read back correct, and you're coming in a little overly distorted. If you can move the mic just a little bit further away.
Roger, is that 8033 Foxtrot any better?
Yes, that's still better, thank you.
Las Vegas, ground Allegiant 383, ramp hold 21 with Echo ready to taxi.
54 Bravo, taxi to Rampy, Alpha, and have a wonderful evening.
Rampy Alpha you as well, 54 Bravo, appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it may be something on the Pilot Edge server as well.
Correction, runway 19 left to taxi via Delta.
Let me just check some
left via
things
Delta,
here real
Allegiant
quick.
383, thanks.
Okay. And we'll check our radio volume. We'll move that down just a little bit.
Joshua departure, Cessna 172 Foxtrot Whiskey request.
Okay. Well, that'll be alright.
172 Foxtrot Whiskey, Joshua.
Heading 210, they're going to be radar vectors to the SLI VOR, which will go down 115.7.
500 climbing 10,000, would like to pick up IFR filed.
172 Foxtrot Whiskey, squawking.
Okay, so we can switch on over to ground. 120.8.
2 Fox Whiskey.
Hamani Tower Sky 9200 Bravo, 2.5 miles out.
Sky 200 Bravo, runway 19 clear to land.
Clear to land, 19er right, 19er, 9200 Bravo.
John Wayne ground, November 8033 Foxtrot is ready to taxi with clearance, and we'd like a run up at the tower.
2 Foxtrot Whiskey, radar contact 10 miles northwest of Palmdale VOR, Palmdale altimeter 2986. As you're cleared to Santa Maria Airport as filed, climbing maintain 10,000.
Cleared Santa Maria as filed, 10,000 and 9.86, 2 Fox Whiskey. Thank you, ma'am.
You're 8033 Foxtrot, John ground, runway 20 right, taxi Bravo Kilo.
20 right, we have Bravo Kilo, and can we get a run up at the tower?
33 Foxtrot, approved.
Roger, 33 Foxtrot.
10 Whiskey's ready for departure, runway 26.
Here, 2102 Whiskey, Palomar, correction, Cameron York Tower, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 260 Whiskey.
Las Vegas Tower, Allegiant 383, Holmes for 19 left.
Legion 383, Las Vegas Tower, runway 19 left, clear for takeoff.
19 left, clear for takeoff, Allegiant 383.
Alright. 20 right, we have Bravo Kilo. And 20 right, tower frequency was 126.8. Let's get that on standby. Parking brake is off. Let's check our manual brakes and our turn coordinator and attitude indicator.
Santa Lucia ground, Diamond 922 Sierra Delta at East Hangars, ready to taxi with Oscar.
Runner 220 Delta, Southwest ground, runway 29, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, runway 29.
There's a run-up area.
Delta.
Runner 20 Delta, I thought you said you had Delta Oscar's current. Are you running custom?
I have Oscar, 9220 Delta.
02 Whiskey, contact point Magoo departure.
Quarter point Magoo, thanks for Whiskey today.
Legion 383, contact departure.
Over to departure, Legion 3830.
Magoo
Departure, Legion 383, coming to the radar 2, leaving 2009 on
275.
Blocked.
For 2102 Whiskey,
Alright,
point
here's our
departure,
run-up
radar
area.
contact on the maintain 4000.
4000, 02 Whiskey.
Legion
Las
383,
Vegas
Las Vegas
departure, Legion
departure, radar
383, coming to
contact.
the radar 2, leaving 3800.
Winds were 190.
Approaching runway 02 left,
Spin this bird
201.
around, facing to the wind for a run-up.
November 00 Bravo, taxi to the runway Alpha, have a wonderful evening.
Taxi via Alpha, you have a wonderful evening as well, thank you.
Okay, run-up checklist. Fuel is on
Walker,
both.
2892.
Trim is set for takeoff. Flight controls down on the right, up on the left, down on the left, up on the right. Elevators, rudders, still good. As we checked on our pre-flight earlier. Nothing on the annunciator panel. Mixtures for rich. Brakes are on 1800. Here we go. Left mag, there's our drop. Right mag, there's our drop. Let's cycle the pump. 1, 2, 3. Drop in oil pressure, rise in manifold pressure. That does indicate that our governor and our pump is working correctly. Okay. All the SWATs were in the green. Let's go ahead and idle back. And we're going to continue
Order 2892, clear
on
to
Bravo.
Cali Airport. Channel 3 departure, Santa Catalina transition as filed. Maintain 5000, expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1 and squawk 5156.
and we're going to Kilo.
Maui, Channel 3, Santa Catalina transition that is filed, maintain 5000, expect 360 and 10, departures on 128.1 and squawk 5156, Walker 2892.
Order 2892, is that correct?
So we're getting radar vectors
02 Whiskey, you're
to the
clear to
COBH
Quang.
VOR. And we're going to fly 3000, and then we're going to expect 6000 after about 10 minutes. And then on departure, we're going to fly
Romeo
heading
Victor, turn
210.
right, heading 180, descend maintain 3600.
Right heading 185, descend maintain 3600, 527 Romeo Victor.
2102 Whiskey, you're clear to Quang. Contact Santa Barbara approach 120.55. For 2102 Whiskey, radar contact lost.
Alright, 20 right at Kilo.
Approaching runway
Switch
20
on over
right.
to tower.
37 Romeo Victor, continue the right turn. Actually, 185 will work fine.
126.8.
Continuing to
Yep,
185.
so we're still on tower. And then let's get departure 128.1.
San Luis Tower, Diamond 9220, Delta holding short, runway 29, ready for departure.
Okay.
Runner 220 Delta, San Luis Tower, runway 29 clear for takeoff.
29 clear for takeoff, 9220 Delta.
Downwind Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot, holding short 20 right at Kilo, ready IFR.
Skyline 8033 Foxtrot, downwind tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Approaching runway 20 right. Entered runway 20 right.
Going on.
5,300 feet remaining.
Alright, we're 210 on departure.
Romeo Victor, you are...
There's our center line. Let's ease this power in. It's gotta help our rudder on takeoff.
3,600 field established localizer. Cleared eye left runway 24 approach.
Alright, there's full power. Hold that rudder, maintain that center. Well, we're just right of center. Airspeed's alive. Let's rotate.
383, contact Los Angeles Center 133.2.
We're gonna wait till we're about 400 AGL, and then we'll make our turn to 210.
033 Foxtrot, contact clear for departure.
Go to departure, November 33 Foxtrot. Good day.
Region 383, Los Angeles Center, Vegas, altimeter 2979, climb and maintain flight level 260.
SoCal departure, November 8033 Foxtrot. Sorry for late check-in, heading 210, 1000, climbing 3000.
Skyline 8033 Foxtrot, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 4000.
Climb, maintain 4000, November 33 Foxtrot.
022, section 2, Delta Sierra, no, 2 Sierra Delta, contact Santa Barbara departure.
Contacting departure, 9220 Delta.
Alright, where we going? 4,000 feet, heading 210.
9220 Delta, 2000 to 4000.
9220 Delta, Santa Barbara departure, transfer transponder should be 4071.
Zero 719220.
9222 Sierra Delta, radar contact, climb and maintain 7000.
Climb and maintain 7000, 9220 Delta.
Alright, there's 3000, we're climbing the 4. So mounted underneath each of these seats in the simulator here, I have a pair of butt kicker speakers, so I can feel, essentially feel the flight. Sometimes, however, I am concerned that it vibrates the camera too much. Okay, we're at 4,000 feet. Let's go ahead and power back here just some. Spun Dot, personally, I think it's great. Well, let me back up and rephrase. They work great. Straight out of the box, they do work. But when coupled with the appropriate software plugins, it really enhances it. And what the software plugins do, there's two of them, the SimShaker sound module and SimShaker for aviators. The two of them combined, what they do is they analyze the audio and they filter out the things that you should not feel and only output the things that you should feel. So you shouldn't feel the push of a button through, through your seat, as opposed to like the buffeting in a stall. So it is payware, but it is highly worth it. Combined with the butt kicker, it really definitely enhances everything. Yeah, I do enjoy the butt kicker tremendously.
Palomar Tower, RV527 picture.
The other thing to note is that along with the butt kicker modulator, you're also going to need an amplifier of sorts to power it.
Cleared land, 527.
There are several new Victor's FYI, you want to check with SoCal and let them give you the switch instead of switching on you.
Okay, thanks. I thought I lost comm. 766.
Retreat Foxtrot, clear direct on account of the VOR.
I'm sorry, could you repeat 3P Foxtrot?
No, 33 Foxtrot, vectors for Santa Catalina VOR, contact SoCal Bridge 127.4.
127.4, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Number 2 Sierra Delta, if you like a shortcut, you're clear direct Gaviota.
Clear direct to, excuse me, 922 Sierra Delta.
Number 2 Sierra Delta, if you like your clear direct Gaviota VOR, Golf Victor Oscar.
Clear direct to Golf Oscar Victor 922 Sierra Delta.
Golf Victor Oscar.
Golf Victor Oscar 922 Sierra Delta.
SoCal departure November 8033 Foxtrot, level 4,000 feet, heading 210.
Destination ASOS is 120.675.
8033 Foxtrot, SoCal Bridge, Catalina, altimeter 2988.
988 8033 Foxtrot. Having a hard time hearing her. I'm gonna have to turn that audio up just a bit.
No, 33 Foxtrot, if you have a bridge request, please advise.
We would like the VORB from Wrigley, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Ground walk at 82 short of Alpha, read taxi officer.
Order 2892, John Wayne ground, runway 20 right, taxi at Alpha Lima, hold short runway 20 left at Lima.
Alpha Lima short 20 left at only Walker 2892.
33 Foxtrot, confirming to the VORD Bravo approach from where?
Sierra X-Ray Charlie, November 8033 Foxtrot.
N8033 Foxtrot, clear direct Santa Catalina VOR. Cross Santa Catalina 4000, clear VOR, DME Bravo approach.
Direct Catalina VOR, class Catalina 4000, clear VOR via approach, November 33 Foxtrot.
Pier 7 Romeo Victor, taxi to Barking the Alpha, have a wonderful night.
Okay, taxi via Alpha, thanks for your help.
Allegiant 383, descend via Angel 4 arrival.
Spawn, that is correct. Depending on the model, you will need an amplifier of sorts to power it. There are a couple different options out there, but it's essentially a positive and negative red and black, looks just like a speaker would be.
126.35.
So you would need a way to somehow get your computer audio out to that positive and negative speaker, and the way I've had to do it.
Allegiant 383 Los Angeles, Center Palm Springs, altimeter 2976.
There's a 3.5 millimeter to RCA cable that would, you take that mini 1/8 inch output to RCA left and right into an amplifier, which will power your butt kicker. But you can split that off of the back of your computer, or your motherboard there. Doesn't necessarily have to be, because like I have it split between the butt kicker amp and my desktop speakers. So you don't have to sacrifice your speakers for that.
Walker 2892, John Wayne, Tower, cross runway 20 left at Lima, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
Great.
Cross 20 left at Lima, 20 right, clear for takeoff.
I was afraid of that. The Catalina VOR frequency is not responsive in X-Plane 12. Hopefully we can get it in our GPS. Sierra, X-ray, Charlie, activate, GPS, course 242. That makes sense. I was trying to figure out why I kept kind of deviating off course here, and I realized that my heading indicator had drifted from the compass. Alright, well at least we can pull the Catalina VOR from the GPS. I don't recall reading anything about a possible frequency change.
2892, contact for departure.
For departure, Walker 2992.
2 Foxtrot Whiskey, contact Los Angeles, Center 125.27.
125.27, 2 Fox Whiskey. Walker 2892 is 115,000.
Yeah, I think that
Walker
was...
2892, show got departure, radar contact, call me with 10,000.
10,000, we'll go 20.
Let's see if it's on the map here, the X-plane map. .4. Hey, there it is.
The 102 Foxtrot Whiskey, Los Angeles Center, thank you, Palmdale, altimeter 2986. No 2 Foxtrot Whiskey, affirmative.
Alright, let's see here. So we'll go outbound.
Region 383. Order 2892, contact
Alright, so once we cross, we're going to go outbound on the 352.
27 Walker 2892. So, approach Walker 2892 is leveling off at 10,000.
Order 2892, SoCal approach Catalan altimeter 2988, Conor 16,000.
6,000, 2988, Walker 29.
Alright. So once we cross Wrigley, we can start a descent. Alright, I just took my plane back.
Order 2892, contact Los Angeles Center 128.6.
86, 2892.
Allegiant 383, contact SoCal approach 132.37.
Alright, so we're going to check outbound here, and then once we cross Wrigley,
Walk for 2892, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight 240.
We'll count for 1 minute. Make a turn back inbound.
SoCal approach, Allegiant 383, descended via the Angel 4, leaving flight level 193. Current with Juliet, request the ILS 24 right, full approach from Circus.
Allegiant 383, SoCal approach, LA altimeter 2986, cleared ILS runway 24 right approach.
2986, cleared ILS 24 right approach, Allegiant 383.
Alright, we need to stay within 10 nautical miles. Oh, that's an age-old question. I'm sure their original Godspeed. I'll simply say they both have their pros and cons. They're both great for what they are. Okay, we're just about to cross our initial approach fix. And if we take a look here, on the outbound we cannot descend below 3,400. We need to remain within 10 nautical miles. So let me just get over here and spend about 10 seconds, so we'll get 50 seconds on my clock. Then at 50 seconds we'll go ahead and make a procedure turn back inbound, not to go below 2,300 past Wrigley again. Alright, there's about a minute or so. Let's go ahead and make a 45-degree turn to the left. Okay. Let's just go ahead and make a 180-degree turn back to the right.
Opportunity 92, contact Los Angeles Center 124.62, local trajectory. Tree Foxtrot, no traffic is 13 in the airport. Report out for cancellation. Missplit your friend this frequency on the ground 122.2. Change flag to frequency approved.
Unicom, talk to you soon. November 8033 Foxtrot.
2 Foxtrot, Whiskey, contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
And Unicom 122.7.
Opportunity 92, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Catalina traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, about 6 miles out on the VORB approach. Catalina. Alright, I do have the airport in sight. What's the weather at Catalina? 120.675. Winds calm, what do I want to know? Winds calm, winds calm. Uh, 22 is right traffic.
Automated weather observation. Catalina weather. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 21.
Hey, that'll work out just great. It'll be a nice right base for that. Catalina traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is entering a right base, runway 22, full stop, Catalina.
Automated weather observation. Catalina weather. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 21. Dew point 8. Altimeter 2989er.
Alright, flaps 10.
Automated weather observation. Catalina weather. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 21.
Catalina traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, right base to final 22, full stop, Catalina. Flaps 2.
$500. Short final runway 22.
Alright.
Delta 922.
SoCal departure, November 8033 Foxtrot is on the ground at Catalina. Please cancel IFR.
For 8033 Foxtrot, IFR cancellation received. True Foxtrot to pass.
Pass on the I-7. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. November 8033 Foxtrot. Outstanding. So let's take a look at Catalina here, since this is the first time.
November 554 Bro.
So this is the first time I'm seeing it in X-Plane 12. So we've definitely got some new trees, and I don't know if that's from X-America or not. But we have some static palm trees here, so this is probably part of the scenery of Catalina itself. Alright. Let me just kind of taxi around here. Take a look at the airport. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we have new trees, simply, and I don't know if it's from the X-Plane 12 mesh or X-America, but we have new trees and we have static trees here at Catalina. Once we get the new version of World Editor for X-Plane 12, really kind of excited about that. Alright, well great, excellent. We passed the I-7. Let's go ahead and shut things down here real quick. We'll go debrief back in the FBO for a couple minutes. And yeah, so let's secure things here. All of our lights off, our avionics are off. Turn our G5 off. Okay, idle, make sure lean. Maxed off and mastered off. Okay. Let me go ahead and disconnect from Pilot Edge here.
Disconnected.
Our attack timeout 1558.3. Or hops time, I should say. Alright. So we got about an hour on that one. There's a hangar right over there. Let's go walk over and chit-chat for a bit. I'll see you over there.
Alright, well, there we have it, the I-7 rating on the Pilot Edge network. I'm glad that went well. So I do want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out this evening. WestJet showed up, one of my moderators and my longest viewer, Spundot, always a pleasure. And Original Godspeed said hello. So, you know, whether it's you know, just me or all of you, you know, I really enjoy it. I enjoy the flying. It's really fun for me. It's a lot more fun when it's more than one, being you. So I do want to thank you all for that. And whether I only have one of you on board or 30 of you or 300 of you, the sentiment is still the same. So I can't thank you all enough for taking the time out of your day to come and hang out with me and brightening my day. So don't really have much left to discuss. As far as our flight goes, our flight went. We really didn't run into any problems whatsoever. Weather was great. Our hardware was working sufficiently. Our FPS was great. So yeah, all in all, everything went well this evening, and it was a really good flight, I think. And going into Avalon is just, I really enjoy Catalina. Something about flying into Catalina. I really enjoy it. I don't know what it is about it. So yeah, I think that's all we're gonna do for the night. My girlfriend started a fire a little bit ago, so we're gonna go and hang out, and relax for a little bit. So, and it's always a pleasure to have you in the backseat as well, Spundot. So, until the next unscheduled flight, which is probably going to be tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure when, probably early afternoon. I have some work to do in the morning. So we're probably just going to have a VFR fly about tomorrow and just go explore some areas. So until then, I hope you all have a good evening and a great night, and take care and stay safe, and we will see you all next time. Just kidding. Let's see who we can send you over to today. Let's see. Tell you what, I'm gonna send you over to my buddy Stu, STW222 on Twitch. Right now he is working Sierra Delta Foxtrot Tower, STF Tower on VATSIM. So we'll send you over there. Want to tell him I said hello, feel free. But you guys all take care and stay safe, and we'll see you all later. For real this time.